Sister wives Cody embezzled Mary's property and deeded it to Robyn's name. The Janelle and Christine strongly condemned. They stood by Mary in her distress. I'm convinced Cody Brown is still influencing Mary's life. Will Cody ever lay off the digs on Mary? Hello friends, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. I'm convinced that Sister Wives patriarch Cody Brown is still influencing his ex, Mary Brown's life, amid him not laying off the digs at her. Mary left Cody after 32 years of marriage. They married in 1990, and Mary officially broke ties with him in January 2023. Mary's exit came on the heels of the other OG wives, Janelle and Christine Brown, leaving Cody. The trio had individually had enough of Cody's favoritism of his now only wife, Robyn Brown. Because of Cody's soulmate connection with Robyn, the other wives felt abandoned, insulted, and unappreciated. On Cody's end, he felt extremely bitter towards his original 3 wives for leaving him. Cody trash-talked all 3 of his exes, but I think he came the hardest for Mary, whom he said the most hurtful things about. "Blame yourself if I don't love you," was Cody's attitude towards his exes, and he has barely laid off the digs at Mary, while she's been trying to separate herself from him completely. I think Cody has been unfair to Mary, given how much he put her through, and I don't believe he is letting up regarding making her feel like she's still tied to him. Mary was the sister wife who stuck it out the longest. Mary didn't want to give up on her marriage after pouring so much of her life into it. However, she hit a breaking point when Cody said he never loved her. That hurt Mary's heart and was the catalyst that pushed her over the edge to officially cut ties. Cody did move Mary out of her Flagstaff, Arizona place, and the pair's once comical and light-hearted side towards each other came out. But that was short-lived as Cody kept making snide remarks about Mary behind her back, much to her disappointment. There is also the matter of dividing up the Coyote Pass property, which signifies the Brown family's broken dreams. Mary still needs to get what's owed to her. The property has officially been sold as of April 2025, but it remains to be seen what cut Mary will get. As long as the property is not legally handled and divvied up, Mary still has ties to Cody. Aside from the property tying Mary to Cody when she doesn't want to be, there is the issue of Cody's comments about Mary getting back to her. And Mary has a reaction to them. If Cody would let Mary be and stop bringing her up in negative ways, she'd have a better chance of healing and totally moving on. Even in the latest episode of Sister Wives Season 19, Cody called Mary clingy. Mary acknowledges the bad things she hears Cody say about her, and his digs have an influence on her still. Sister Wives. Signs Robyn was two-faced with pal Mary Brown. Should Mary have trusted Cody's favorite wife? Robyn Brown from Sister Wives may have been a great wife to Cody Brown, but she wasn't a good friend to Mary Brown. The Brown family saga began in the 1990s when Cody married his first 3 wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown. He waited nearly 2 decades before marrying his 4th wife, Robyn, in 2010. Over the years, Robyn had difficulty bonding with the family, except for Mary. Likewise, Mary also formed a strong friendship with Robyn, as she didn't have the best relationship with Cody's other 2 wives, Christine and Janelle. Robyn and Mary started as good friends and confidants to each other. They shared many personal details, especially those related to their marriages to Cody. They relied on each other for nearly 10 years, sharing some of their sweetest moments on TV. In 2020, Cody became more distant than ever from his other wives. He chose to stay with Robyn during the COVID-19 pandemic, which led to his other wives divorcing him. Cody's divorces also had an impact on Robyn, as she lost touch with Mary. She felt distraught as Mary moved away from her and Cody. Over the months, Robyn and Mary have shared details about their current relationship status. In a recent confessional, Mary shared her perspective in front of the cameras, stating that she no longer has the same bond with Robyn as before. Mary explained, "We were very close, and then it started. There was a divide." Mary's close friend, Jen Sullivan, provided further context and accused Robyn of being a fake friend to Mary, claiming Robyn acted as if she were Mary's best friend, only to ignore her and hurt her feelings. Throughout the years, particularly during the COVID-19 pandemic, the TLC star made promises about visiting Mary more frequently. She provided Mary with enough hope to remain by her side. Mary also believed in Robyn's assurances, possibly thinking that being close to Cody's favorite wife would somehow improve her relationship with him. While both sister wives had compelling reasons to stick together, Mary frequently found herself at a disadvantage. Robyn's past behavior suggests that she may not have prioritized her friendship with Mary as much as she pretended. The mother of five didn't put in enough effort to address Cody's issues with Mary or encourage them to spend time together. Instead, Robyn always seemed determined to be Cody's favorite wife, unintentionally pushing other wives out of his life. If she had truly valued her friendship with Mary, she would have taken a stand against Cody's disrespectful actions throughout their relationship, like melting her ring or suggesting she live in his barn. It is possible that the Sister Wives cast member desired a monogamous relationship with Cody, which could explain why she neglected her friendship with Mary. Cody Brown's Sister Wives' behavior with Robyn is absurd. Leave it to Cody Brown to alienate his only remaining wife. The Sister Wives star has been floundering since his first divorce got underway, and he's never really recovered. For the last few seasons, viewers have watched him turn into an angry and bitter man. And for the most part, he has been taking his feelings out on Robyn Brown. But the latest episode showed Cody acting ridiculous as he jeopardized his last marriage. Usually, when you take your wife out on a Valentine's Day date, you try to be a little more positive than the rest of the year. Not Cody, though. Instead of enjoying the love of his life, he upped the conversation with a dramatic flair that even Robyn struggled to embrace. Over 14 months, he's dealt with 3 divorces, and he opened up to cameras. Cody noted, "My church isn't a cult. It's hard to get into and easy to get out of. But marriage is its own cult. I don't want to disparage marriage, but it is easy to get into, and it is hard to get out of." During their dinner, Cody told his 4th wife, "It's hard not to be bitter about the fact that I bought off on it, and did it because in the end, in the last moments of it, it felt terrible. I'm like, literally bitter sometimes." Cody revealed he is not ready to put his heart back out there. "I don't want to be flippant with my answer because we were devoted to this, but I'm not interested in plural marriage anymore. I don't want to pursue another woman because I don't want that headache, the questions, the struggles, the wonder about trust. I'm not in that space." Cody's dismissal of love seemed odd, especially since the episode before. He and Robyn spoke about being soulmates. He told his kids, "I'm a fool for my woman. I love her and didn't know that mom was my soulmate when I married her. I mean, did I know? Do you remember me saying that word to you? I didn't use the word, did I?" Robyn tried to cover up their special relationship and use of the word. The mother of 5 told cameras, "It made complete sense. That word didn't belong in our world." She added that she only said it once. "Then I realized how wrong it was. And so I think maybe it's probably ok if you're my soulmate, but not ok if I'm yours, because of other people in your life." For the last 10 years, it has been obvious that Cody was smitten with Robyn, but he hasn't treated her the best over the last 2 seasons. Cody noted, "Because I've been in plural marriage for so long, and it was a sole focus of marriage for me. When we failed at it, I was sabotaging myself," he explained. "There were days unfair to Robyn that I thought about just walking away from our relationship too. And that was just because I was so broken, I became self-destructive. But as soulmates, she stuck by his side, knowing she would reap the rewards." During the most recent Sister Wives episode, Cody revealed that he was in a negative space with his relationship to Robyn. He told her, "Because I was angry, you're withdrawing from me. And because you were withdrawing from me, I was experiencing not just the anger from the rejection and the anger from the failure of our failures in plural marriage and everything that I was experiencing there. It was causing me to literally have bad thoughts about us." However, fans didn't believe for 1 second that he would leave Robyn. They both have a chip on their shoulder, and they wouldn't ever give the first 3 wives the satisfaction of being right. Perhaps even more interesting, Robyn cast a light onto a rule she believed hurt Kobe's marriages. This was something that Cody, Mary, Janelle, and Christine decided before I even came in the family to not show affection in front of each other. I always saw it as a mistake, she recalled. I think it made Cody feel alone, and I think it made each of us wives feel kind of alone. For now, the duo is still in love, but one more temper tantrum and Robyn might be the next to leave. How Robyn's need for control shattered the Sister Wives family. Sister Wives promised viewers a glimpse inside a strong polygamist family, featuring 4 wives, 1 husband, and a bunch of kids building a life together. But the moment Robyn joined the Brown family in season 1, everything changed. And not just because they started airing their dirty laundry on reality TV. Robyn was younger, had 3 children of her own, and needed legal protection. From day 1, Cody didn't hide his favoritism towards Robyn, and it immediately created tension with his other wives. He even divorced his first wife, Mary, so he could legally marry Robyn and adopt her kids. You can't convince fans that Cody's infatuation with Robyn was obvious. But what's more insidious and less talked about is how Robyn's jealousy, particularly toward Christine, quietly eroded the family's foundation for years. Robyn's need to secure her place turned a sister wife into an enemy. Now, with 3 wives gone and his relationships with his children unraveling, Cody and Robyn have been left in an unintentionally monogamous dynamic where the end could be near for them. Cody Brown and his first 3 wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, had been married for decades before Robyn came into the picture. They already had an established working dynamic, but I can't be the only person who noticed this was completely thwarted upon Robyn's arrival. She struggled to fit in and kept positioning herself as the outsider who wanted to be a part of the family without ever fully committing to their way of doing things. Think about the early Sister Wives moment when Cody told Robyn to talk to Christine, since she knew what he liked when it came to organization and routine. But instead of seeing Christine as a mentor or guide, Robyn was clearly put off by the suggestion, and a sign that her resentment towards Christine was starting to form even during their early interactions. Christine was known for her practical skills, maternal energy, and organizational leadership. Christine embodied type of wife that Robyn struggled to be, and she seemed to know it. It was the root of her jealousy. Another warning sign came in Sister Wives Season 6, when the Browns attended a marriage therapy retreat in Sedona, Arizona. While it was a chance to address growing tensions, Robyn refused to participate, claiming she was distrustful of the therapist. She literally called in sick to avoid the sessions. While no one outright said it, she simply didn't want her true feelings or manipulation tactics to be exposed. Her resistance meant the whole family missed the chance for real resolution, and more importantly, it let their resentments fester unchecked. This left the other wives, particularly Christine, feeling increasingly isolated and invalidated, especially when Cody failed to acknowledge what Robyn was doing. Robyn clearly has a need for control. She didn't want to just join the family, she wanted influence over her. Conversely, we've seen how Christine is independent, feisty, and comfortable in her role. Robyn's outsider status clashed with Christine's natural authority in their family, and rather than adapting, these divisions only grew wider with time. Robyn wasn't passive with her jealousy. There are plenty of on-screen moments where it seemed like she was trying to undermine Christine's standing in the family. Robyn was never shy to hide her dislike of the other wives, so imagine how she acts behind closed doors. It's possible she was criticizing her sister wives privately to Cody, fueling the family's strained dynamic. In any case, it's clear that Cody's behavior towards his other wives shifted. He became more critical of Christine, questioned her loyalty, and withheld affection. Cody's emotional energy was focused almost entirely on Robyn, something Christine called him out for in later seasons. Fans like myself rejoiced when she finally decided to leave the polygamous family in 2021. But Christine's departure didn't feel sudden. It was the result of being sidelined. Robyn's jealousy had been weaponized through Cody's shifting loyalties for years, and it eventually drove Christine to a breaking point. This had a domino effect. It shattered the illusion of a united family that the Browns tried to maintain for years. Janelle, who'd been close to Christine, soon followed in her footsteps. And finally, Mary, after years of trying to reconnect with Cody, ultimately let him go too. Now, only a shell of the former family remains with Cody and Robyn in a monogamous dynamic that's clearly not working. I find it ironic that Robyn, who once claimed to deeply value the principle of plural marriage, has ended up with the very thing she said she didn't want: exclusivity with Cody. But make no mistake, the family didn't fail because plural marriage is inherently flawed. It failed because jealousy, when left unchecked, makes a successful partnership impossible. But at least it makes for good television. Cody Brown recalls his daughter Aspen asking why he doesn't like her. Cody Brown gave insight into his fractured relationship with daughter Aspen Brown after he split from her mom, Christine Brown, in 2021. Aspen and I had this long discussion, Cody recalled to wife Robyn Brown during their Valentine's Day dinner. She said, "Dad, what is wrong? What did I do? Why don't you like me, Dad?" Cody noted that although Aspen confronted him, he knew it was a positive for their relationship because it meant something's wrong, and she wanted a different father-daughter dynamic. Aspen literally asked why